If you're on a dating app and think you've made a love connection with someone, please pump the brakes. Tonight I talk with Anna Rowe again, one of the few voices who is helping those who become victims in such scams picking up the pieces. We've discussed this topic together for several years. If anybody's heard us before, it's been a year or more probably since we last spoke. So this is a long game event. Someone connects with somebody on a dating site somehow, and they begin chatting. And at that point, the game is on for the perpetrator. I'll call them, and their end game is to be given money. So it's not like they're stealing it, but be given money by the victim who thinks they've met somebody and are maybe falling in love online.
That's right. And it's important to distinguish between people giving the money, or in the majority of cases, it's more that the scammer's asked to be loaned the money. And there will be lots and lots of more tricks and tools in their toolboxes, obviously, that allow the victim to believe that it's okay to loan that money. And one of those things that is being used more and more, actually, and it's really good to talk about, is the cloned bank account, or a fake website that is made to look like a legitimate bank account. So the victim will be given the login details. That's another huge trust building process that the criminals do, because for you as a person to give someone else your login details is a huge show of trust, isn't it?
Enormous. Yeah. I mean, who would do that?
It's what this is what you would think. So that is a massive, massive show of trust. So they will send the login details to their own bank account, albeit fake, but the victim doesn't know that. The victim will log in. They will have been asked to make a transfer for the character that's been created. They will be really, really busy. You're really doing me a favor if you can do this. I've just not got time at the moment. So the victim logs in. You can make transfers in these websites. The most sophisticated one that I've seen, it had the transaction go from pending to green, complete as it went through. It had live notifications. As you hovered over the amounts, it changed them into her local currency. So they can also see, when they've logged into that bank account, a photograph of the person that they're talking to, the name of the person they're talking to, the big bank balance, because more often than not, they portray themselves as being wealthy businessmen. Right. So they can see it backs up what they've been told in this bank account.
But this is not a real
bank. No, this is just a fake bank account, but it all works like a real one would.
I can't imagine what that even looks like.
It looks like a normal bank interface when you go to your online banking.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've actually got videos of them where the victims have sent me the website, the fake website, and I've recorded what it looks like. So I might be able to send you that, actually.
If you could, that would be great. Yeah.
So what they do then is, afterwards, they will send the victim what they've said is a notification from the bank or an email from the bank saying that there's been a suspicious login. And of course, and it is true, with online banking, if you've had a suspicious login and they then freeze your bank account, you cannot get that unfrozen until you've been back in person to your branch and gone through a process to unfreeze the bank account. That's the bank
to your real bank.
To your real bank, yeah. That is what actually happens with a real bank. And lots of people, when they've frozen it by mistake, have had that where they're literally stranded without money. So this does happen. And of course, the victim will have that knowledge about those kinds of things. So they're thinking, oh my God, yeah, that does happen. It almost brings a feeling of guilt to the victim that they've created that scenario, even though they were asked to log in. But of course, a few weeks down the line, when that character then needs money to finish the contract for the business, or they're not going to be able to get home, or something important medical crops up, they then say, look, I really hate to ask, but you've seen I've got the money. Would it be possible to loan this to me until I get home? And that's how they then get the money from the victim.
And I'm trying to figure out, though, what if these people have the money, or they seem to have money, Why would they need to loan something? I don't
It's
quite.
because the bank account gets frozen. So through that process with the fake
Uh,
bank account, they then freeze it and then they're in need of the money. They're isolated until they get home. They can't get home till they finish the contract. That person who's already been manipulated to believe with fake video calls, with the voice clones, that this is a real legitimate person, they're then faced with this dilemma. I can help. I've seen they've got the money. I really want to do, the best I can for this person that I've got this connection with now.
that is Anna Rowe. She is brilliant and knows her stuff. CatchTheCatfish.com. And each night this week, we're going to be talking about different aspects of online dating scams that leave a trail of destruction for those who become the victims of them.